we are going out in style with all of our correspondents and experts.
And the cast of GME played Secret Santa. Find out who got who coming up later in the show. Also, stay tuned for the big gift reveal at the end.
I'm Maggie Morlath.
I'm Anthony Chase. Welcome to Good Morning Emerson.
We are particularly excited about our show today. We've got some awesome reports coming from ladies who have been on GME before. We've got Bianca Buono, Tamara Sakarzik.
They're all out in the field doing what they love to do the most, so we're really excited for those reports. Also, we have Jill Fleming as our musical guest. It's rare that you find a woman with such great talent with singing and guitar.
That's right. We're really excited. She's going to be in studio in just a few minutes. But before that, we've got quite a few demos to show you guys.
Absolutely. We have cooking with Sharon Johnson. We have fashion with Madeline Avery. We have fitness with Kaylee Kroll, and so much more. I can't get it all out in one breath.
It's going to be so much fun. Anthony and I are super excited.
Absolutely, but we have to start things off with your top stories. For more on today's national news, let's go to Brittany Gervais at the news desk.
Hey, thanks guys, and good morning everybody. Thousands of people packed into a rainy stadium in Johannesburg to remember the former South African president Nelson Mandela. President Obama was one of the dozen political figures there yesterday. Let's take a look.
And while I will always fall short of Madiba's example, he makes me want to be a better man.
The memorial service was held in the same stadium Mandela spoke right after his release from prison. South Africans, world leaders, and celebrities gathered to say goodbye to the leader after he died at the age of 95 last week. About 50 million Americans are saying hello to more snow. The winter storm that crossed the Midwest is now threatening parts of the Northeast. Snow, ice, and freezing rain are impacting several states in the area. Crews in Ohio and Virginia worked around the clock to make sure roads were clear for drivers. Commuters in the Washington, D.C. area woke up to pounding snow, and the federal government actually shut its doors for the day. Forecasters say more snow will hit along the I-95 corridor from Washington to Boston. A few locations around the area could see up to 7 inches. And authorities have found the family of 6 who went missing in the Nevada mountains last week. They spent 2 days huddled inside an overturned Jeep in freezing temperatures when rescuers found them yesterday. The couple and their 4 children were going out to enjoy the snow Sunday when the family vehicle rolled onto its side before sliding down an embankment. Now, because of the sub-zero temperatures in the area, rescuers were desperate to find them. Thankfully, all the family members are reportedly in stable condition. And another woman will make history starting this January. Mary Barra is the new CEO of General Motors, making it the first time a woman has taken charge of the American automaker. She will be taking the place of former GM chairman and CEO Dan Akerson. The news comes a day after the federal government said it had sold all of its shares in General Motors. Akerson said he is leaving the company in good hands and that Barra is a great choice for GM's next CEO. Those are all the top national stories I have for you this morning. Back to you on the couch.
Brittany, how are people around the world reacting to Nelson Mandela's death? It's sad that he has passed, but also he's such an amazing leader.
Absolutely. Well, Bill Clinton took to social media to actually express his feelings on the loss. He said he lost a great friend that day. But French President Francois Hollande also said that Mandela was a tireless leader, while the Indian Prime Minister actually compared his life to that of Mahatma Gandhi. So this was definitely a global loss. And as President Obama said in his speech last week, this is definitely, Nelson Mandela belongs to the ages now.
So true, Brittany. Thank you so much. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but it has been pretty nice to finally see some snow here in Boston.
Will the snow be melting today, though? Let's go to Mal Meyer for your forecast.
Good morning, Anthony and Maggie. Yes, that snow didn't last for too long. Unlike the Midwest that was blanketed in snow and ice over the last few days, here in Boston we got far less, but the snow did change up transportation times for cars, the MBTA, and anyone walking around outside. Luckily for us, you won't have to plan around the weather today. No more snow or rain in the forecast for now. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 32 around 1 p.m., but it's going to feel a lot colder than that. With near constant winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, it'll feel more like 20 degrees. Around sunset at 4:11 p.m., still some gusts of wind at about 10 miles per hour. Clouds will move back in the afternoon and evening, partially cloudy skies for the rest of the night. and you can expect a low of just 18 degrees overnight. But I'll have the rest of this week's forecast coming up for you in just a little bit. Right now, back to you, Maggie and Anthony.
All right, thanks, Mal. Last night on Capitol Hill, Congress came to an agreement that beat the budget deadline, and it will go into effect early next year.
Last night, GME had an exclusive interview with C-SPAN Steve Scully to help put this new deal into perspective.
This bill reduces the deficit by $23 billion, and it does not raise taxes, and it cuts spending in a smarter way. The budget cuts will continue, about a $1 trillion spending plan that will include these automatic sequester cuts, but we'll have more control over where the cuts are going to take place.
Over the past few years, we have lurched from crisis to crisis and from one cliff to the next. And when one countdown clock was stopped, it wasn't too long before the next one got started. That uncertainty was devastating to our fragile economic recovery.
Hopefully it sets the framework for a bigger deal that has to focus on the big ticket items: Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and tax reform. That is not part of this plan, but it hopefully sets the stage for a subsequent plan within the next 18 months.
Our deal puts jobs and economic growth first by rolling back sequestrations, harmful cuts to education and medical research and infrastructure investments and defense jobs for the next 2 years.
Even Republicans agree that changing the tax structure is one way to try to bring in more revenue and send some clarity to the tax code. We knew that if we forced each other to compromise a core principle, we would get nowhere. That is why we decided to focus on where the common ground is. The big items that need to be addressed are not part of this deal. And when Congress comes back, they've got the Farm Bill that they still have to focus on, immigration reform that will not be touched this year until early next year, and of course, tax reform.
All right, special thanks to Tamara Zakarzik for helping us out in Washington. But now we shift our focus a little north, to the North Pole, actually. We're now joined by Edison the Elf, or as he's known around here, Gabe Gibbs.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Steve, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
So what can you tell us about this? How did you get involved?
Yeah. So I have an agent here in town, and so my agent called and said, Hasbro's doing this new project. You got to check it out. It's Hasbro's doing this thing. They kind of discovered that over 50 million kids every year Google, is Santa Claus real? And so, you guys have all seen the Google ad stuff that pops up when you search things. So essentially Hasbro is trying to hit that market by creating EdisonTheElf.com and the whole blog that he does from the North Pole. So my agent kind of pushed me over that way. I did the audition. I did a cold read in a room with the production company and some Hasbro bigwigs, and it was all fun. It was great.
So the blog is still releasing videos now, even though you've shot everything?
Yes. We shot everything in 2 days. All the pictures were taken at Santa's Village in New Hampshire. I don't know if you guys know where that is. Some people do. I'm from Detroit, so I don't know. But so all the pictures were taken there, and then Hasbro's got a media studio in Rhode Island, so we did all the videos there. So they're releasing kind of something new every day until January 1st. So I mean, it was a fun project. It was a lot of work in 2 days, but it was definitely a lot of fun.
So what has this experience been like for you, especially now as the videos are coming out? Are people coming up to you and saying, hey, I saw you on the internet, what's going on?
I think not as much. I mean, mostly friends are like, hey, I saw what you posted up on Facebook, because total shameless self-promotion. But it's been really cool. There's a section of the website that is, you can write a letter to Santa if you're a little kid. And then there's a map on the website that shows all the little stars of where the kids were that wrote a letter to Santa. So
did you get to meet the real one, by the way, and how is he?
I did. I met the one from the North Pole, the real one. He's a nice guy.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really great.
Well, Gabe Gibbs, thank you so much for coming on the show.
No problem. Thank you,
Edison the Elf right here.
Let's check back in with news correspondent Brittany Gervais for your local stories of the day. Brittany?
Hello again, I'm here with your local news now. Boston police are investigating a shooting that took place in Dorchester Thursday. Officers approached 2 men near an intersection when an argument quickly escalated. The suspect started to run when one man pulled out a gun and started shooting at the officers. One was injured. Police then returned fire, shot and killed the man. The other suspect was arrested. The wounded officer was taken to hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. The prosecutor in the Whitey Bulger case is now joining a Boston law firm. After spending decades trying to bring Whitey Bulger to justice, Brian Kelly is stepping down from his position as a federal prosecutor. Kelly played a critical role in the gangster's conviction. Now he's looking to become a partner with the prominent law firm Nixon Peabody. Kelly will be working with the firm's government investigations section and in white-collar defense practices. Now, there have been a lot of developments regarding the casino in Massachusetts. Yesterday, the Gambling Commission cleared the path for a new vote on the billion-dollar project. If passed, a casino will be developed in Revere. State investigators have also said MGM Resorts is a fit candidate to operate the casino. This is the result of a 10-month investigation into the only remaining contender for the Western Massachusetts license. This Friday, the State Commission will also consider whether or not a piece of land bought by Steve Wynn could actually hold a casino. Boston Mayor Thomas Menino turned the Christmas lights on for the last time Thursday night. After the countdown, Menino gave a signal and the show began. Saturday afternoon, the mayor moved from neighborhood to neighborhood around the city on the Enchanted Trolley tour. Most of the children were there to see Santa, but crowds of others were there to give Menino a warm goodbye. When asked what he enjoyed the most about the tour, Menino just said he likes to see the city so happy. That's all the news I have for you now. Back to you, Megan and Anthony.
So, Brittany, do we know anything else about the suspect who was shot during the firefight in Dorchester?
Long criminal history. He was actually part of a Mattapan gang, so he had a long history of criminal violence. But he also just served a prison term for bringing a semi-automatic weapon into a college classroom. So he was definitely known to police at the time of the shootout.
All right, thank you for your work all semester long, Brittany, with our top stories. You've been doing a great job for us. In the sports world, all injuries aside, Boston teams are heating up and Mike's Dolphins are starting to freeze.
That's right, but let's hear about the teams we actually care about. Here's Mike with the sports.
They're not freezing. In fact, they actually just won in the snow. Now, fresh off defeating the New York Knicks by 41 points on Sunday, the Celtics traveled about 25 minutes on the Q train down to Brooklyn, where they battled the struggling Brooklyn Nets. Here we have it with Kevin Garnett and Rajon Rondo giving each other some love before the game. Now, in the third, Andre Blanche drives in the lane, dishes it out to Brook Lopez, who has the slam. Lopez at 24 points, Nets up 10. Now, still in the third, it becomes a Deron Williams show. First with this three from the top of the key to put the Nets up 13. Then in the fourth, he does it all by himself, making defenders look silly. He had 25 points, two of them courtesy off of this little bank shot. Brooklyn wins 104-96. Now with that loss, the Celtics are now 10-13. While the Celtics had to travel a couple hours down I-95 for their last two games, the Bruins had to travel to another country. Canada. Well, it still counts. They defeated the Maple Leafs on Sunday and headed northwest actually last night to take on the Calgary Flames. Now this was a hero's welcome to Jarome Iginla, a 2-minute standing ovation for the former Flame who was loved so much. But there's hockey to be played. Flame strike first, Giordano to Hordler. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Flames up 1-0 until late in the third when Ryan Spooner gets his hand on it, passes it out to Riley Smith, who speeds past everyone and scores the goal, ties it at 1. And then the Bruins score a minute later. Then Calgary has a chance to come back. But no, this little spin move was beautiful, kind of like most hockey players' names. Beautiful. But the Bruins win this one 2-1. It was a bad week for injuries in the NFL, but the Pats may have been the team to have gotten the worst of it. Sunday saw Adrian Peterson go down with a foot injury. It's questionable if he'll be ready for Week 15, but it also marked the end of Rob Gronkowski's season. Gronk tore both his ACL and MCL after a low hit by a Browns defender in the Pats' 27-26 come-from-behind victory. Gronk only played 7 games this season, and because early in the year he was kept off the field with an arm injury. The surgery to repair his knee will be his 6th surgery in 2012. Since 2012. We'll see how the Patriots respond to life without Gronk Sunday against the Miami Dolphins. Now, of course, the last team I mentioned in my GME sports career is the Miami Dolphins. Fitting. For one last time, back to you guys.
Oh, Mike, I'm in denial over the Gronkowski injury. Say it ain't so. Does this end the Pats' Super Bowl chances, in your opinion?
You can never count out the Patriots, and you have to think about it also. Gronk only played 7 games this season, and in the 6 games before he played, the Patriots were 5-1. So you can never count out the Patriots. I hate to say it, but yeah, they have a chance.
He's got a point there, Maggie.
That's true. Thank you so much, Mike. You've been an awesome sports reporter for us this season, but another reporter friend of ours, Bianca Buono, has been living it up in Hollywood this semester.
That's right. Tonight, the Celtics take on the LA Clippers and face their old coach, Doc Rivers. Bianca had the unique opportunity of being on the other side of that matchup out in Los Angeles.
Thanks, guys. That's right. Doc Rivers is making his long-awaited return to Boston tonight after moving here to coach the Los Angeles Clippers. He still has close relationships with some players on the team, such as Rajon Rondo and Jeff Green, and admits that being back in Boston is going to be emotional.
Will be an emotional day for me. I can tell you that. I'm gonna, hopefully be able to do my job. If you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be able to see a lot of the ex-players that I coach, not as many as before, obviously, but more importantly, I'm going to be able to see a lot of the people at the Garden that I've known for 9 years, and a lot of the fans that I've known for 9 years, and that's the way I look at it.
Rivers was with the Celtics for 9 seasons and won a championship with the team back in 2008.
It's great to see Bianca's face back on GME. So, Anthony, I want to talk to you about toys. Toys this year, toys these days are so much different than when we were kids. I mean, I remember growing up, I just wanted Barbie dolls. That's really all I asked for Christmas.
I just want a Hugs a Lot Elmo, which hopefully is in this box for me, Maggie. I don't know.
We'll see.
Hugs a Lot Elmo is actually the #1 toy on the Toys R Us list. You always see Tickle Me Elmos up there. They're just a hot item. Look how cute he is. He talks now, the mouth moves. You can hug him.
Yeah, and this is not a cheap Elmo either. It's $50, but I mean, I guess you're getting what you pay for.
$50?
The Elmo talks to you.
For the love of your life, Maggie? That's a good deal.
Elmo's a cute little guy, but I don't know. I think that squeaky little voice can get annoying sometimes.
Well, maybe #2 would be better for you. This is the Despicable Me Minion Dave doll. His eyes will actually move when you turn his head, which is kind of interesting. Now, this is going to cost you $59.99.
Wow.
You know, you got all that maneuverability, but I think I could probably just, if you want to save some money, just put me under the tree for your kids.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know.
I think nowadays what you're paying for is really the technology. Another expensive item, but really cool item on the list is the LeapPad Ultra. Basically, it's like an iPad for little kids.
This thing even has Wi-Fi and it has a front and back camera so your kids can take selfies. How crazy is that?
Oh man, it's literally got everything you can imagine. I know it has Wi-Fi too, so you can actually go on the internet, which is maybe a little risky with little kids, but I definitely think, I like that right now.
Yeah, I would get one of those, absolutely.
Well, I hope to get most of my holiday shopping done before I leave Boston, but it really depends on if I can bear the cold. Mal, what kind of weather is on the way?
And good morning again, Maggie and Anthony. It's pretty cold right now. It's 25 degrees in Boston, and I would get your shopping done within the next few days while you only have to fight the cold. Tomorrow, expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 23 degrees, but it will hover around 21 for most of the entire day with some wind here and there. Low of a freezing 13 degrees overnight. On Friday, Boston will warm up a little bit, high of 28 degrees. Some clouds here and there for partially cloudy skies, low of 21 late into the night. On Saturday, Boston could turn into a winter wonderland or nightmare. During the day, mostly cloudy with some snow falling in town. During the evening, though, more and more snow as it gets later, with temperatures leveling off at about 34 degrees. If this partially melts, black ice would cover the ground, so be careful when you're walking outside. Overnight, we'll continue to get more snow. By Sunday, it will have let up by the afternoon. Partially sunny skies with a high of 37, low of 17 degrees. And that's what's coming up in this week for your local weather. I'm Mal Meyer. Back over to you, Anthony.
Thanks, Mal. Fitness correspondent Kaylee Kroll has been whipping Maggie and me into shape all semester. Here she is with some festive tips for Maggie to keep the pounds off over winter break.
In a week and a half, we'll be heading home for the holidays, where we'll be greeted by family, friends, and food. The holidays are all about giving, singing, dancing, and eating. But how do you know what's healthy and what's not so healthy? There's a way to stay healthy during the holidays while making conscious decisions. For example, when it comes to Christmas cookies, a gingerbread cookie is actually a lot healthier than sugar. That's because they're lower in saturated fat and they're not as highly processed. And it doesn't hurt that they're really fun to play with. Dark chocolate and sugar-free chocolate are a lot more healthy for you than white and milk chocolate, simply because it's higher in antioxidants. Also, when you're eating your holiday candy, watch your portions. It's super easy to overeat. Whole wheat cinnamon buns are also very healthy, more healthy than your regular cinnamon bun. So on Christmas morning, when everyone's around the table in their Christmas jammies and grandpa's there telling stories about the war long ago, whole wheat's the way to go. Once you feel stuffed, you have the choice to either hibernate until school starts up again, or you can get back to exercising. When trapped indoors trying to enjoy the festivities, there are still opportunities to exercise. Dance to holiday songs, do some crunches while you watch The Christmas Story, even lift shopping bags. Have a happy and healthy holiday.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
So Kaylee has showed us how to stay healthy over the winter break, but you gotta stay fit too. So she has some fun holiday-themed exercises to show us.
Yeah, just to get you in the spirit a little bit, so you
Yeah.
have some motivation to work out over break.
Definitely, gonna need it.
Exactly, with all those cookies. So the first thing we're gonna do is warm up with some modified jumping jacks, but they're called happy elves, simply because we're gonna look like happy elves.
Cute.
So you do your regular jumping jack, but instead of just staying on the ground, you're gonna leave the ground and come back. You got it. Now do them over and over.
So every time you land,
you jump off again. Yep, and you look like a happy elf.
I feel like a happy elf.
Like Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming. Exactly.
Cool.
So those are like really fun to do after a big, Christmas dinner or something. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do is called skaters, because you look like a speed skater. We'll get some Apollo Ono action up in here. So you put your weight on your right leg and then step back with your left leg. Now push off your right and then tuck your right back. Yep, you got it. And you can move your arms and maybe lunge a little.
Like
you
the
got
Olympics.
It. Exactly. You can go as fast or as slow as you want, and you look like you're ice skating.
And can you like deepen the lunge?
Oh yeah.
Feel the burn a little more?
Mm-hmm. However much effort you put into it is what you're gonna get out.
I like this one. It's like a little dance.
It is. It's one of my favorites. All right, now, feeling warm?
Yes.
That was our cardio section. Now, we're gonna try some back extensions with a little twist. So, I need your help on this one. I'm gonna go down, and you are going to sit on my calves. And hold them down. You got it. Now, all I'm gonna do is extend my lower back up and take my hands and do a snow angel motion. Whew. And it looks like you're making snow angels.
Kaylee is making this look easy, but I'm sure it works a lot of muscle, right?
It does. You're working your back, you're working your core. A lot of stuff.
Awesome. That looks so good. Well, thank you so much for everything this season. I think I can speak for Anthony and myself and say that you have certainly kicked our butts. But now it's time for another commercial break. Anthony will be back with Boston Uncommon producer and director Sam Beasley when we return.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson. Boston Uncommon is a television anthology of horror created by Emerson Independent Video. Joining me now on the show is the director, producer, writer, and probably everything else, Sam Beasley, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, Sam, my first question for you, is it even scary? Am I gonna be scared?
I hope that it's scary. At this point, I've seen it so many times, I'm a little jaded.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever I show it to a new editor or someone else, they seem to get their heart pumping a little bit.
Cool. So it's an anthology, so that means we're seeing multiple stories. What was that like trying to create short stories that are gonna scare people in a matter of minutes?
Yeah, they're kind of based in like these old fables and then brought into sort of college life. So all of the stories happen to college-age students. So that sort of like hopefully brings it home, you know, makes it seem more like, oh, this could happen to me. And so yeah, in order to like bring it closer in that like condensed time, we did that.
Right. So what was it like working with Emerson students? You know, a lot of are probably your friends. Did you guys have a good group dynamic in this thing? And
Yeah, it was really great. We hired people right at the beginning of the semester, so we've been working together for the entire time. And everyone is so talented, and everyone's so nice. We have like a really amazing crew. So it's just been phenomenal to have something that I thought of that all these talented people really like actually made happen.
Were you ever actually scared on set, or did anything, paranormal happen while you were making this thing?
Thankfully not.
That's good.
Yeah, that's been, nothing really terrible has happened, so.
Well, I feel like I haven't seen a show like this during my time at Emerson ever. So this is a pretty unique opportunity. When are students going to get a chance to see it?
Well, it airs this Friday at 10:30, Friday the 13th.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'll be on the Emerson channel.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Sam Beasley, so much for coming on the show. I'm wicked into Boston Uncommon, pun intended, absolutely. But it is the most wonderful time of the year right now, and there are many ways that you can give back to those who need it most. For more on that, we turn to our food expert, Sharon Johnson.
I've had all season to enjoy yummy foods here on Good Morning Emerson, but as the weather outside becomes frightful, it's time to give back. 1 in 9 Eastern Massachusetts residents are at risk of hunger, and Boston is home to several food banks and soup kitchens who are looking for volunteers for the holiday season. The Greater Boston Food Bank is on a mission to end hunger here. They help support the community's shelters and kitchens by providing food donations for 9 counties in the Greater Boston area. In 2012, they distributed almost 41 million pounds of food and provided meals to 545,000 people. Volunteering at the Greater Boston Food Bank could mean going to the headquarters for a few hours and packing and organizing food. However, they are always seeking donations. So when it comes time to clean out that fridge, or you find that unopened jar of peanut butter you forgot about, please consider the Greater Boston Food Bank. Haley House is a small shelter and soup kitchen in the South End that serves meals 3 times a day to the hungry. You can always donate, so use up those last board bucks on non-perishables and head over, just a short 15-minute walk from campus. Rosie's Place is one of the longest-running women's shelters in Boston. Rosie's asks for donation of gift cards, movie passes, full-size toiletries, and makeup, or winter items such as scarves or gloves. If you'd like to get involved on campus, Sodexo has collection boxes in every on-campus dining location. However, I highly recommend getting off campus and volunteering. It's a great way to get away from the stress of finals and a way to do something good in the process. After all, the holiday season is about giving back.
And now Sharon is here to help us keep on giving. We're gonna do some little crafty gifts now.
Guys, I'm so excited to show you what we came up with. These are holiday food gifts, and if you're a little on the broke side like I am this holiday season, these are really fun and easy to do. And so what we have here, this is one of our examples. This is Christmas morning pancakes.
Beautiful.
And it's all about the presentation.
Yeah.
So what we have is we have pancake mix layered with green and red M&Ms, and it looked beautiful. We have twine around it and a little gift tag and in a mason jar. So
this is adorable.
It is all about presentation, and whoever you give it to, I'm sure they're going to love it.
All right, so we have some more ingredients over here.
Yeah,
What is
so
this going
this
on?
is the hot cocoa mix. So Anthony, if you want to try this one out, I have a spoon for you. So what we're going to start out with is the cocoa.
Okay.
And that's going to be the bottom layer. So you're going to pour some of the cocoa into the mason jar.
Pouring the cocoa in?
Yeah.
All right, let me know what you think is a good amount.
It's up to you.
We're getting a little messy here on GME.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay.
How much you think, however much they want.
Well, in the interest of time, we'll call that a good amount, just
And
for a
then-
mini little pack.
After that, we're going to layer it with some sugar.
Okay. This is actually coming out a lot better than if I actually tried to make, the cocoa. Lots of sugar, because that's the kind of person I am.
Cool. And then after, top it off with some marshmallows.
Of course.
And it's like a really good gift to make. Makes hot cocoa.
Perfect.
And for the pretty part, we have some twine that you could put around the top.
A little label.
And the label.
And also
you're going to top it off with that one.
So you can just decorate it any way which you please.
Yeah. And then our last one, we have our Christmas cookie mix. And you're just going to put flour, sugar, and some sprinkles, and once again, top that off with some twine and a pretty label, and you're done.
Perfect. So there's so many ways you can vary this, so many
Yeah.
different types of gifts to give.
Exactly. There's you could do a marshmallow ones, you could do puppy treats, any way you want to do it. There's so many different variations.
It's the perfect way to say, I don't know how to cook, but I'm sure you do, so you can do a way better job than I can. Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you so much for being on the show, and I'll definitely have to steal some of these ideas for my family's gift exchange this year.
Well, our GME family had a little gift exchange of our own. We drew some names the other day, so let's find out who got who.
Who am I gonna get? Who's lucky enough to have me get them a gift? It's Malcolm Meyer.
And I've got Mike.
Brittany Gervais.
Oh, got Grandpa Tony.
It's Christian.
Did you know? Did you know the blue one was Maggie? The whole time you knew?
Oh, I've been thinking about this one, you know.
What do you give to somebody who knows just weather?
Do I get him like a pipe, like an old man pipe? Like some reading glasses?
It's definitely going to be something that lets her know she's in America now.
I could get him an awesome new pizza sweatshirt. No, he already has one of those.
Maybe if I could find a sweater with glitter and unicorns incorporated. That would be like the best thing ever.
He has so many wool ties that I probably would get him that with like, I don't know, maybe footballs or something like that. So that way, you know, when he's reporting on the news, he can, or on sports, you know, he can be relevant.
Cheese head? You could get him a cheese head. I have a lot of ideas.
Our gift reveal is coming up later in the show, but for now, we welcome on our fashion expert, Madeline Avery.
Hi, Maggie and Anthony. I'm so excited to be here again. So I know that sometimes the hardest outfit to pick out is for the most important event of the season, and that's the holiday party. So I brought some of my best friends to help show off the hottest formal looks for this holiday party season.
All right, let's do gentlemen before ladies today.
Yeah, gentlemen before ladies today. Come on out, Norman. So Norman is wearing one of my favorite pieces for men. This is a fun holiday blazer, a red velvet blazer that's perfect for a classy Christmas party. And at Christmas parties or holiday gatherings, you want to be comfortable and conservative because you're with your family and you just want to have fun.
Yeah, and Norman is looking fly.
Yeah, the blazer is so exciting, but we have to talk about the loafers too real quick. These are just knocking it out of the park
I love these
today.
loafers. These are Versace loafers, and they are gorgeous. So remember, for holiday parties, comfortable, warm, and you can always use a unique piece like this one.
Thank you so much, Norman,
Yeah,
my
love it.
inspiration.
Thanks, Norman. Okay, so now my gorgeous producer, Madison, is coming out because now we're going to talk about New Year's. Madison's wearing a sparkly lace dress from Nordstrom's that's the perfect choice for a New Year's party. This is the time when you can kind of let loose, have fun with your outfit, be a little bold. You're ringing in the new year and you want to look amazing while you're doing it. As the saying goes, new year, new you.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I love how there's a touch of sequin here. I think sequins have been a big New Year's trend over the past few years.
Yeah, I love the cool navy blue, and I think the sequins just really make it a little bit more fun, a little classy. Love it.
I love this dress because if you want to spin around, it's a little open in the back. I love that style, conservative in the front, very cool.
Yeah, very great. All right, thanks, Madison. All right, and now the beautiful Sarah is wearing a very versatile outfit because this can be worn for both the holiday party and the New Year's celebration. As we've said before on the show, you can't go wrong with a little black dress. Sarah's paired this one from J. Crew with a beautiful gold necklace that can make the dress like a little bit more formal.
Right.
And we put some red velvet shoes on her. They're gonna be that pop of color that is gonna take it into whatever holiday party you need it for.
Now, this outfit and Norman's outfit with the red velvet, I think would look beautiful together.
Perfect pair right there.
Yeah, and then
too.
we also brought in some accessories just to show you some pops of color. We also have statement necklaces. I have some feather earrings that I love. They're not too overwhelming, and they'll really make you stand out for these parties.
All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you for being on the show this season. It's been a lot of fun, but
Absolutely.
Christian has been patiently waiting to get some big entertainment news off his chest.
Here he is, sweater and all, with your entertainment update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like some of Bieber's middle school aggression rubbed off on Selena Gomez last Friday at the 2013 Jingle Ball concert. Apparently, Gomez had been experiencing some technical difficulties with her microphone throughout the entire performance. To ease the situation, she chatted with the audience, promising 2 more songs, including her hit single, Come and Get It. Reportedly, she got frustrated halfway through the first song, tore off her mic, dropped it, and walked off stage. Not before saying the unabbreviated WTF while still on microphone in front of her mostly child-based audience. I'd like to take a moment of silence for Selena's career. It seems that Amanda Bynes is wasting no time rebuilding her life after rehab. First, she is just enrolled in a private design school. She's registered for 2 classes at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in order to keep her course load light while still partaking in 4 times a week therapy sessions. Bynes was released from her Malibu rehab facility to the care of her parents just under a week ago. She was being treated for her bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Family and friends are supportive and believe that this will help ease the transition back into society. And if I could make one fashion suggestion, Miss Bynes, leave the wigs back at the asylum. Tom Brady and supermodel wife Gisele Bündchen have broke ground on their new mega mansion and have been hauling hiney ever since. Their mansion is being constructed in Brookline, Massachusetts, where he's paying approximately 100 workers a day to finish the project. Brady and wifey want the house done by July, but when the order includes 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a basement, a spa, a yoga studio, a library, a wine cellar, a pool, and a motor court, stretched over 14,317 square feet and 5.2 acres, I can't imagine it'll get done in time. But then again, who says money can't buy happiness, including, but not limited to, a swiftly approaching deadline and a pool with a Baja shelf? What even is a Baja shelf? Barron Hilton was assaulted at a party last week. Apparently, the attack was orchestrated by none other than, dun dun dun, Lindsay Lohan. Paris Hilton's little bro is pressing charges and expects law enforcement to make an arrest any second. Allegedly, Lindsay's hunk friend Ray Lemoyne threw some punches that wrecked Hilton's face because Lindsay Lohan was under the impression that Hilton was talking smack about her. Lemoyne has admitted to punching Hilton, and the police have confirmed that they will make their move shortly. Hilton plans to sue both Lohan and Lemoyne. Apparently, Hilton had given her these candy bars to make her gain weight and turned her best friends against her and then made out with Lindsay's boyfriend and then convinced him to break up with her. Oh God, he gave her foot cream instead of face wash. What else could she do? That's all the juicy gossip I have for you today. Stick around for some juicy television news. Back to you guys on the couch.
Christian, every week you tell me that my heroes are going crazy. How did fans and other performers react to Selena's Diva Fit?
Well, actually, one of the biggest problems they had was that she was lip syncing, and the fans could tell, so she was trying to ease that situation. But then Ariana Grande came on stage later having the same problems with her mic and actually stopped singing for a second, apologized, and said, "At least you know I'm not tracked," which was definitely a dig at Selena Gomez. So we'll have to stay tuned to see if those two have a cat fight later on.
Thanks, Christian. Well, the last time Charlie Greenwald was on the show, he was undercover as Chip Wingfield.
Here he is as our social media correspondent with today's trending stories.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me on the show. Today's top story in the world of social media has been dominating the news for a few days now. Although the long-coveted dislike button may not make its way to Facebook, there are whisperings of another option that will allow users to respond to posts in a different way. According to several engineers, it has been rumored that executives at Facebook are considering adding a sympathize button to Facebook as an alternative to a like. This will be a less cheery way of responding to postings about deaths, breakups, firings, and much more, without expressing any negative emotions. The idea was reportedly conceived at a hackathon, where Facebook employees bounce new ideas off of the website for each other. In the world of Twitter, several topics dominated the internet last night, especially Barack Obama and Michelle Obama for their Nelson Mandela selfies at the funeral. The internet is having a field day poking fun at Michelle Obama as she glares off into the distance as her husband poses for a giggly picture with Danish Prime Minister Helle Thorning-Schmidt. Many defended Michelle for Obama for being too cozy with Thorning-Schmidt, but Others claimed that Obama was just bringing light and positivity to an otherwise somber memorial service. Another trending topic that crossed social media platforms was the trailer that dropped yesterday for Godzilla, which generated lots of discussion on both Twitter and on Reddit. Many are excited to see the Gareth Edwards adaptation of the Japanese classic, starring Bryan Cranston and Aaron Taylor Johnson. And on Reddit, several users got into heated arguments about whether or not the remake will be worth it, with some going so far as to create their own subreddits about why the film, quote, sucks. And finally, something to make you college students out there laugh. BuzzFeed published a wonderful article highlighting the trials and tribulations of finals week, as told by Will Ferrell's hit movie Elf. Some of the highlights included Buddy the Elf stocking up on caffeine, getting only 40 minutes of sleep, and calling himself a cotton-headed ninny-muggin for not paying enough attention in class. The article already has 500,000 views, and I'm sure that many Emerson students are responsible. That's it for social media. Now back to you guys.
All right, well, our own Buddy the Elf, Rose Federa, has been busy creating some activities for us to do for the holidays. So, Rose, what do you have for us today?
We're gonna make holiday poppers. Ooh. They're little wrapped up candy treats that you can set on the table for Christmas, New Year's, whatever you want it for. Now, for materials, we're gonna use a toilet paper roll, some tissue paper, ribbon, scissors, and candy, or whatever little trinket you want to put inside.
All right.
Okay. So if you guys want to demonstrate, you can go ahead and pull each side and pop
really
that
fast
open.
on three.
Really
One,
fast
two,
and
three.
hard.
Whoa!
Just like that.
Cute.
Candy went flying. All right.
Now the first thing you want to do is take your toilet paper roll, pick your tissue paper, and roll that up there in the tissue paper.
Cool.
You can start at the end and then roll, roll, roll.
This is one that even I can do, Rose.
Yeah, that's why I'm very happy you're here for this one. And then you just want to tape that, just like that.
Okay.
One more piece for me right there. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you just want to twist one side and kind of like tuck it in a little bit.
Can't forget the candy, right?
Nope, we're doing that next. Anthony's so excited for
I
that.
don't want to forget the candy.
And then you want to tie a ribbon around the end.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to kind of
Just
loosen
to
that's
secure
like,
it?
Yeah, it makes that like pop
Right.
sound when you pop it because it's like kind of tight right there. And now these are perfect for little kids right before they eat. They can pop it open.
Freak them out before dinner.
Right,
They settle
exactly.
down.
Or you can make your own version for New Year's.
Yeah.
Some poppers.
Yeah.
You can put some nice
Cool.
little toys. Okay,
So
and
after
then
that,
fill it with your candy. Just go ahead and drop it right in there. Exactly. It's so simple, so easy.
Yeah.
Nice
It's
assortment
so
of candy
cute.
here.
Twist up the other side.
Okay.
Tie it with your ribbon again. I'll help you, Maggie. Just like that.
That's all there is to it, right?
And that's all there is to it. Set it on the
Awesome.
table and go ahead and pop it open whenever you're ready.
Well,
all
thanks,
right.
Rose.
Sounds great. Thank you
These-
so much for being on the
course,
show this
thank you
season.
for
It's been
having
so
me.
much fun.
Absolutely. These are perfect for your holiday parties, but we are about to have a bit of our own party in studio right now. Here's Jess to introduce our musical guest.
Thanks, Anthony, and hello, everyone. I'm here with singer Jill Fleming, who is here to share a couple of songs with us this morning. Thanks for joining us, Jill. First up, she'll be singing Mama Never Met You, so let's sit back and let's listen.
Whenever we're in the same place, you end up by my side. Ain't no place I can run from you. Ain't no place I can hide. You make offers and I take, 'cause you're a mistake I love to make. Forget what I said I wouldn't do. Yeah, I'm going home with you. 'Cause you're the sixth beer when I'm driving home. The cigarette I gotta smoke. You're everything Mama warned me not to do, but Mama never met you. Why's everything gotta be a game? My heart always it's no use. No one makes me feel the way you do. 'Cause you're the sixth beer when I'm driving home. The cigarette I gotta smoke. You're everything Mama warned me not to do. But Mama never met you. And you know just how to draw me in every time I'm out of it. And I can't get you out of my head. I can't get you out of my bed. And you're the sixth beer when I'm driving home. The cigarette I gotta smoke. You're everything Mama warned me not to do. But Mama never met you. No, Mama never met you. Mama never met you. No, Mama never met you. Mama never met you. She never met you.
That is some music to wake up to right there, Maggie. Thank you to Jill Fleming for being with us this morning. She has one more song coming up later in just a few.
Today, the studio is alive with the sound of music. But now we go to Christian, who will tell us a little bit more about the Sound of Music special, along with some other TV news.
Thanks, guys. Now for the latest in television news. Everyone remembers the Sarah Connor Chronicles, right? No? Well, they're making yet another Terminator show. They're already making a fifth installment of the film franchise, but last Friday, writers of Thor and X-Men First Class Zach Stantz and Ashley Miller announced that they're making another Terminator for TV. There's no network attached to the project yet, and the only detail they've confirmed is that the story will be based around a critical moment in the original 1984 film. I guess he was right. He'll be back, and back, and back, and back, and back. Teen Mom Series 3 has been canceled. There had been rumors swirling around that MTV would not pick up the series for a second season. Teen Mom 3 debuted in August and suffered from low ratings ever since. Some viewers even called the show boring. Egads, can you imagine Teen Mom boring? Surprisingly, Teen Mom 2 is still going strong and will debut its fifth season in January. And finally, who would have guessed that a live holiday remake of a timeless classic would be a bad idea? Carrie Underwood's live rendition of The Sound of Music tanked with critics. The program managed to bring in 18.5 million viewers, making it the best Thursday in total views for NBC since 2004. The program did receive praise and commentary from everyone from Cameron Diaz to DiGiorno Pizzo. Shortly after, the critics began to rip Underwood's performance apart, calling it painful to watch. A word to the wise, you can't beat a classic. And that's the latest in TV news. Until next time, back to you folks on the couch.
Thank you so much, Christian. It's been awesome to hear your entertainment news all semester long, and I, for one, think Carrie really held her own. But now let's go to Jill Fleming and listen to another lovely lady's beautiful voice. Jess, what's up next?
Hey, Maggie. Next up, Jill is singing her song, Fake a Kiss. Let's take a listen now.
Woke up to a bunch of missed calls. Wanna know if I'm okay. You ain't heard from me all day. Almost called you back, but I don't don't got much to say. Don't wanna hurt you anyway. I wish that I could stay, if only for your sake. Can't stop my heart from moving on. It's already gone. You know it's been a while since I was happy with this, and I can force a smile, but I can't fake a kiss. Soon as your lips touch mine, don't have to say a word, my thoughts are heard. And I feel you searching for the right thing to say, but you can't talk these doubts away. I wish that I could stay, if only for your sake. Can't stop my heart from moving on. It's already gone. You know it's been a while since I was happy with this, and I can force a smile, but I can't fake a kiss. And maybe we're not right for each other, or maybe I just need the chase. But you put your heart out on a silver platter, and I'm so sorry I let it break. I wish that I could stay, if only for your sake. Can't stop my heart from moving on. It's already gone. You know it's been a while since I was happy with this, and I can force a smile, but I can't fake a kiss.
Thank you, Jill. Now, each year I've been on Good Morning Emerson, we've been blessed with the best executive producers that no money can buy. So Ian Steele and Tara Heaslip, the scenes you're about to see from the semester that was, they couldn't have happened without your tireless efforts for the past 2 semesters. So thank you, guys. And now let's see the semester that was. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Emerson.
I'm Maggie Morlack.
I'm Anthony Chase.
And welcome to Good Morning Emerson. So Mal, we actually have quite a bit to talk about with regards to weather today.
We had some rain, then hail, and then now snow. And we might be getting some more later on today. But you might want to make some outside plans for the weekend.
I'm dreaming of a blizzard. I'm going to put plenty of glitter in mine. I want canceled classes because of my snow going.
All right, our workout today is called Ass and Abs, simply because we're working our butt and our abs. So, Are you ready to get started? Oh yeah.
Maggie's making a little noise. I like that.
You can make some noise, yeah. It shows you how to do step by step every workout. It even times you and tells you the appropriate time to do everything.
Good morning, everybody. I have some pretty big political news for you today. Candidate Martin J. Walsh is Boston's 48th mayor. With all the precincts reporting, Walsh captured 52% of the vote.
Boston Red Sox, the world champions of baseball. I'm shipping up to Boston.
Sweet Caroline. Thanks for the assist, guys.
And Mike, I'm going to be picking the fake champagne out of my hair for a long time after this one. No analyst could have predicted this.
So we're going to throw that in there.
You also have to trust yourself with a knife. That's kind of scary.
Oh, yeah.
He's madder than a hippo with a hernia. Ooh, I quiver with fear. Now, Scar, don't look at me that way. Help!
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Andrew Smith performing Gonna Make It.
You can't go broke. Thanks, guys. Everybody always told me that traffic in LA is horrendous, and now I guess we know why. I say if you advertise yourself as a drugged-out, self-deprecating harlot, expect to be made fun of for being a drugged-out, self-deprecating harlot. That's all the juicy gossip I have for you today. Back to you guys on the couch.
Show us how great this is. You can wear this to make your outfit a little bit warmer, to kind of spice it up. It's something different.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great weekend.
So all we have left to do now is open these gifts.
All
right,
you couldn't wrap it?
I'm sorry.
What? Oh, stop it.
See,
oh my gosh.
no.
Okay.
All right, let's go around real quick.
Okay.
This is from Brittany Gervais. She gave me the Grandpa
Award.
Grandparent Award.
Grandpa Tony.
And I have a bunch of candy here to celebrate my old age.
Silver
Being on Good
diner.
Morning Emerson so long. Maggie, what'd you get?
I got a sweater.
Of course.
Wow. There you go.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
just as colorful as Christian's personality.
For me, it seems that Mal knew that my Knicks are really, really bad, so he wants me to switch over to the dark side and become a Boston Celtics fan.
Yeah. And I mean, Mike got me a Boston Red Sox poncho.
You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah, when I'm reporting the weather outside finally, you know? Yeah,
Thank you,
show my Boston pride.
And it may look like I'm like super patriotic right now, but I'm actually Canadian. So Anthony wants to welcome me into
credible journalists in the United States.
Exactly. And
Especially
a
the
McDonald's
McDonald's
gift card. Especially this card.
Great.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. It's going on my wall.
Sure.
I'm shocked.
I'm in shock. This is amazing.
Oh
I got
my
the most
God.
beautiful picture of us
Are you
that
gonna
says
cry?
"Don't forget about me" because she's going to the
I'm
castle.
not gonna be here next semester.
You can still withdraw. And a hat, and Diet Coke, and a scroll that I have yet to open because it's taped.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Everyone is gonna look styling with all their presents.
Oh yeah,
I'd
definitely.
just like to thank you guys for all, bringing your personality to the show. Let's go around and say our favorite moments from the show. Mike,
Well,
starting
first
with
off, I want to just thank everybody, all the crew, all the people in the control room,
Absolutely.
making us look good every day.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
we screw up, and you guys do your job every single day fantastically.
Perfectly.
So thank you, everybody.
You guys.
All right.
Thank you
Anybody
guys.
else favorite moments?
My favorite moment was actually I tried out for GME thinking I was trying out for like Anchor or something, and then they're like, "We want you to do weather," and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah," but it was great. I love it. I love getting up in the morning, being
forecast
here
every
with
day.
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany.
My
favorite.
favorite moment, let me see. I actually like this show the best, honestly. I think this was a solid show. We all did a fantastic job, and it's just making me really excited for Christmas. This is like just
Yeah.
a taste of, Christmas right now. So I'm just looking forward to what's under the tree later on.
McDonald's gift card's all you need, Brittany.
It's really all I need. I really don't need
What about
anything.
you, Anthony? You've been on the show for many seasons, but what made this one special?
I think hosting my first show with Maggie Morlath was probably my favorite moment because I had worked so hard, as being a correspondent a couple of years.
Red Sox package.
Yeah, the
Red
Red
Sox
Sox package. Red Sox winning the World Series always,
Come
is
on.
on the top of the list.
Oh, yeah, it was a
Package
little.
too.
I was gonna say
Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy package.
Okay, yeah, I could make a list.
So you had some fun. I think we all had a little bit of fun.
Absolutely.
What was yours?
Switching to entertainment is a quick favorite.
Oh,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, that works out well.
All right, well, thank you all so much for watching the special season finale of Good Morning Emerson.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy New Year from our GME family to yours. Take care, everyone.
Woo!